Colonel, you better take a look at this radar.
What is it, son?
I don't know, sir, but it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard.
Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, where?
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with two balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous...
Wang, pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying...
Willie.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, it looks like a giant...
Wiener? Any of you kids want another wiener?
Dad, what's that?
I don't know, son, but it's got great big...
Nuts! Hot, salty nuts! Who wants some? Lord Almighty.
That looks just like my husband's.
One-eyed monster! Step right up and see the one-eyed monster!
The Escape Pod.
Welcome to Turnstile Records presents The Escape Pod. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Tim Taco.
I'm Danoz.
And I'm Sean Bateman Jaxx.
It's a four-way, as promised.
Yeah. We did promise it, didn't we?
Yeah, I mentioned that I'd love to do a four-way one time with these.
This is Devil's four-way, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Well, it depends where you come from. I mean,
I got to put it out there. I am feeling uncomfortable that we all have our pants off.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it is a
procedure.
Hot. It's Melbourne weather, and it is hot.
Yeah. How about that weather?
It's a scorcher.
How do you beat the heat in your little place?
I like to use the hose. I think that's a good remedy, without, breaching too many water restrictions. I don't know if we have them these days.
Is there?
I still feel the guilt that was imposed in our generations for wasting water. I still suffer from that when I run the hose.
I think that was a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's a valuable resource, and I think we shouldn't be treating it willy-nilly.
So we're saying you're for water.
I am for water.
And water conservation.
Yeah. What is it? Keep Live, 155. Was that the...
Once upon a time it was, yes.
155 litres a day.
Oh, something like that.
Yeah, who cares?
It's so hard.
That's a technical one. I'm more of a don't be a wally. Don't be a wally with
Don't be a wally with water.
Yeah.
Or the old classic, don't leave the hose on in your pool trick.
For a couple of days.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice in my time. It's so bad. I've gone out, why is the backyard so wet?
I'll tell you how I've wasted water this month because it has been so hot. I leave the hose primed, ready to go, and almost at the door. So if the dogs are out the front and they start barking, I threaten them with it. I don't actually ever squirt them. Anyone listening from Peter?
Don't lie.
But what happens is, over a hot day, the water boils in the hose and explodes it. And it was running for, I don't even know how long.
How the dogs like that? The hose exploded.
The hose exploded.
Oh, right.
It boils the water inside the hose. That's a weird science.
I'm not sure I'm buying that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
you can check it
out.
I'm going to call bullshit.
All right.
You call bullshit, I don't know. So you're a wally with water. I'm a wally with water. How long's your shower?
I don't mind a long shower.
Okay. No, me neither.
But you make up for it by not washing your clothes, so that's...
Yeah, I only shower once every 3 weeks. Depends on the moon cycle. No, I don't mind a decent shower. I think it's like, they say cleanliness is next to godliness, but I think just like a shower is like a little slice of heaven. I think that's what it means.
It is. A little bit of wet heaven.
Yeah.
Well, we used to play this game, Who's Been Using My Toothbrush, and I think that's a perfect...
because we're in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, and talking about water, are you if it's yellow, let it mellow, if it's brown, flush it down? Where do you guys stand on, if you're living in a share house, No,
we're married. It means take fucking close precautions, very, very good precautions, that the toilet seat is always down, everything is flushed. If there is a little skiddy, make sure you dispose of it.
Sorry, I haven't got the sound effect on there, but I might just press it.
Yep. I'm one of them, and happily.
Okay, yeah.
Happy wife, happy life. They do say that, and there's nothing wrong with good etiquette, But
toilet kit.
Yeah, toilet kit. It's good to know that it doesn't matter if you don't. Even if it does, just. It's good to believe that.
I've got kind of a backwards who's been using my toothbrush. It's more of a sensation. I grabbed my toothbrush and I brushed my teeth with my left hand. Have you ever
Okay.
done that?
That's strange.
Yeah, it is strange.
It feels like who's been using my toothbrush? Somebody else's hand brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
It's the old use the left hand. It's kind of a stranger hand.
I thought it was more when you get pins and needles and then you try to masturbate.
Yeah. What's that called? The
The
sit and jerk.
Yeah, I guess so. Or we could go
The
something
welcome stranger.
The welcome stranger. You knew it had a name. I knew it did. But like I play guitar and it's like.
Wait a second, dude.
I've played guitar for several years. You've played guitar. Have you ever tried playing guitar with the other hand, the other way around?
Yeah, it
It's,
doesn't-
you
doesn't
feel
work.
like it doesn't work. Same with the toothbrush. So I'm saying who's been using my toothbrush? Me. My left hand.
That's fair
Okay.
enough. But no mellow yellow.
No, well,
flush it down.
are you down with what the who's been using my toothbrush idea is? Because in the show, I'm directing this to Sean here. In the show, we've previously related to things that happen around your house if you live with somebody else, you live in close quarters, and then they do something that's
Subtle breaches of social convention.
yeah,
Okay.
around your area, right?
Yep.
So who the hell's been using my toothbrush? Hence the title. So
I've moved out of a house for someone using too much of my milk.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about being kicked out of a house because you'd had one room set aside for the dog to shit in?
Oh yeah, that did happen. Yeah, that's true. Should I do a shout out right here, or should we just leave that one?
We should do a little shout out.
No shout out.
Wait, hold on. Who had a shit room?
Poo room.
A poo room.
Poo
Sorry,
room.
yeah, poo room.
The poo room wasn't a planned feature. It just sort of happened to be down the end of the house.
And this guy's sticking to his story, pleading ignorance. He didn't even know that room existed.
That does sound like something you would say. God bless him. We love him to death.
Yeah,
we love him so
and
much.
while
We're
we're-
not going to mention him by name.
Yeah. But
No.
while we're on the subject of toothbrushes, you should get one.
Yeah, get one.
Just flag that for
Flag
an edit.
that for an
there.
edit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
You have a girlfriend or a
Certainly
significant other. Anything that you want to bring up on the pod?
You can air it
so
out
you can
here.
Air it out here.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
grievances. Like,
tastefully.
What's
because I know
said
she's a
in
listener.
the pod stays in the pod.
yeah, because no one listens
until
to us.
until we broadcast it. Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad you asked, guys. No, not really.
No.
She's pretty good. No,
How lo-
I'm a what do you say? A man's man, whatever. I like my space, my own thing, But she respects that, and I respect her. thing,
Okay,
but,
so
you know.
you've come to understand each other's method, right? Rhythm method, as it was.
Yeah.
So when you first moved in with her, there had to be a little bit of sorting out period. Like, don't use that size teacup. I use regular size mugs for my tea in the morning.
You've been putting rubbish in the bin without a bin liner.
That kind of thing.
I sort of
I'm just
come
saying,
more
not for
through
me, not for me, for another guy.
the mentality. I'm not that pedantic. I come through more with the, well, if you could put up with my shit, don't matter what you do.
You're
right.
okay with me.
Yeah, you're all right. You're okay. You're all right.
Yeah.
Putting up
You
with
know,
my shit.
She's a keeper.
Like, I guess, there'd be certain things that, are turn-offs, but yeah, she's pretty good,
How long have you been together?
Couple of years.
A couple of years. There you
Yeah.
go. Just wait. Just
You
wait.
don't-
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
well
Just
aware
like
of the fundamentals of human attraction. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure, hurdles will present themselves in time. But
Yeah,
that's
especially-
that's the nature of
Especially
growth.
when you hit the 7-year mark and you get the 7-year itch. Could be crabs.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Oh, well, they did say that syphilis and gonorrhea are also on the rise.
On
but,
the rise.
But if you're behaving yourself, then you shouldn't necessarily be exposed to that. Although they are talking about public toilets now as a good source of a gonorrhea hit.
if you want to get it, perhaps.
Yeah. If you want it, just go.
Really? Really?
Rub your nuts on a toilet seat.
Is that a myth? You can't catch AIDS off a toilet seat unless it's covered in blood, right?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And even then, I think you have to have like an open cut or like.
you have to blatantly fuck the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or sit in blood
How do you get
Yeah.
with an open arse wound.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's pretty
here we
much
go.
it.
Here we are.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
We got there.
But don't be complacent,
No,
kiddies.
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're going there, always remember you're little. friend.
And if it's not on, it's not on.
That's it.
Can I get a quick medical breakdown then? How do we catch Hep C? Just needles? Or dirty needles? Like, what's the deal?
Same dealio.
Yeah, I think you can get it.
Blood
transfusions at hospitals, I think, is a...
And herpes? Is it a mouth-to-mouth direct contact kind of thing? Or is it periodical... stay away from my mouth? Come on, boys.
Definitely
I don't know.
is.
I've never had it.
I'm sure it comes down to human contact, something like that. It's a contact disease.
Yeah.
Definitely. You can't catch it off a cough or a sneeze, that's for sure.
Okay. What about an inflamed sneeze?
I think that's...
so I got a well-aimed sneeze.
So I got the herp all over my nose and mouth, as you can see. And, no, I don't. But if I projectile sneezed all over you guys, I'm essentially bypassing the herp straight to the...
If you do that, I'll be leaving the podcast. Yeah, all right. Just for future reference.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm never going to the doctor again.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Why so?
That's a big call.
Every single time I've gone to the doctor, I've gone over there and I said, right, this is what he's going to say. Blah, 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 blah. But for some reason, you go to the doctor, he confirms that, and there you go.
Yeah,
so I didn't need to
but you're in an interesting conundrum where you're your own boss. So the only reason you would go to the doctor
is because I'm sick.
Well, yeah, because you don't need a doctor's certificate to go. Yes, I'm sick, so I need to prove it to my boss. So if you're doing that, stop it, dickhead.
Well, because I was getting that vibe from the doctor they're like, do you need some time off work? That's what they say to you first. No, I need some fucking Panadol or something.
What was the vibe? Like, what, you're here for genuine medical advice?
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Oh, they did do the old turn the screen towards them and then ask Dr. Google.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of doctors, you're like a little bit old now. Have you been told or advised that you should consider dropping your dax, bending over and
prostate cancer? In the end, it's just a finger.
Yeah.
Any fine gentleman out there that would like to insert his finger into my butt?
It's okay with me.
You're very welcome. No, I haven't been offered the prostate. And you got rejected the prostate.
Yeah, I got
examination.
rejected.
Shut down.
Do you want to tell us about
Probe
that?
my anus.
I'd been to...
She was hot, wasn't she?
The first one, she was. I was in there for different reasons.
Yeah.
But,
She said, I haven't cut my nails in days.
I would recommend the shorter female finger rather than a 40-year-old.
But how far up is the prostate?
Oh, they have a dig.
Yeah.
They
Dr.
get it.
Pointer with a fucking 9-inch finger.
Yeah, you don't want some basketball player. Or maybe you do. I'm not judging. But, I'd been to one of those, a funeral because of the old prostate cancer, and I went, fuck, you know what? I'm going to go get checked out.
Because they tell you to.
They do. So I went, all right, I'll go get checked out. I'll bring it up on my podcast and spread the good word. But I went up there and he was like, wow. He did the same thing. He turned the screen around. He starts typing. And it was a good 15 minutes of him, like, looking up all these stats of, like, you don't really want to get checked too early because you can die with a prostate problem. You don't die of the prostate problem. And look, I mean, you don't want to...
You don't want to find out you got one because then you've got
have
it.
surgery and then that can go askew and all that kind of stuff. And he was like really trying to get out of it.
I think he was afraid that you might like
I
it.
insisted, Dan.
Yeah. You're demanding a finger up your bum.
Yeah, I demand. Yeah. No, you really need to tell the booking agent when you call us first that it's going to be a prostate examination so I can mentally prepare for the whole thing.
I think it's a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Not a booking agent. That's more of what you got booked for on the weekend or last 2 days ago?
Did a show 2 days ago. Did a show on PBS.
Got booked.
Thanks for having us. But they laid it out. They really do. So they open up PBS as a little mini venue for this week. They've put a bar in there, and it was packed with people looking through the studio glass. So there was an audience that we couldn't hear them, we could see them through the thing. But we did a performance there with Bad Dosa, which is Mama Dosa and Krasani Bad. But nevertheless, they laid it out. Green room, munchies, beers, beer cards.
Cocaine.
Are you guys right? They kept checking on us. Are you guys right? 5 minutes. We had our own sound technician. We got an interview. It was played for half an hour. It's great.
They're a great station, doing good things.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's the old school radio. If you're out there and you don't know what it is, because if you're listening to this radio, you're listening to internet radio.
You're tuned in.
Yeah.
You are tuned in.
That's the old
Turned
school
on.
radio. Yeah.
Yeah. The one on the dial.
Yeah.
Which, do you listen to the radio at all?
I try to listen to a bit of PBS or Triple R, community radio, especially radio programs like On the Blower with Tony Biggs. I think.
Oh, yeah? Bigsy?
Yeah, I think that's-
Oscar calls into Bigsy all the time. He's
He
another
does,
guy
he
for.
does,
He's
yeah.
always talking about public transport.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, he's, I think it's a good public forum, the community radio. Such like podcasts, but I think that style of media that it's instantly accessible and broadcasted with a conscious mind frame behind it, I think is a really important thing for society as a whole.
Well, we got that vibe when we went in there. They were definitely all about that. I know that Oscar for sure called up Bigsy and was complaining about the fact that they added one more commercial in between the Simpsons episodes. So what would happen is that it would be fine the entire duration of the episode, but then by the end, you'd have an extra 40 seconds of time they'd have to cut off the episode because they've added an ad.
Right.
So the last joke on The Simpsons was getting cut off for a time. So he was on the blower and complaining about it.
That's
that and public transport.
Well, there you go.
The two most important things to Oscar. Yes.
And Lego.
And Lego, yeah, the
Big
three most
shout out.
important things, yeah. But we've got Ads has had his baby, and we've just been... that's the second pod baby we've had in here.
Oh yes, or is it the third? Now I was thinking about this. The might be the second or third escape pod baby. How old's your youngest, Daniel?
She is 2 and something.
Well,
So,
that's,
yeah.
that's the third.
That's the third.
'Cause You've
'Cause
you've
we-
been doing this for more than
No, I reckon I probably...
I think he came in episode...
2016,
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
say.
but it was
Alright.
episode 16 or something.
Yeah, baby was born in 2015.
okay.
How long's the pod been going?
3 years.
Okay. Time
It's only-
flies, we're having
well,
fun.
this is
So
the
Mike
thing.
D, yes, me.
It's only been up for a year, but we've been recording
2 years.
2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
And we're almost up to our 100th episode. So once again, putting the shout out to all the listeners. If you want to come along,
It's going to be a killer, I guess.
hit us up on the interwebs.
Yeah,
and,
on the Facebook page, and we'll
Yeah.
see if we can squeeze you in.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
a bit tentative on that because I don't know how many
How-
people.
how it's running?
I
Yeah,
think
well,
we're
I'm
almost
running all that.
booked.
Yes,
I think
I'm
it's
running
already
all
full.
that. How many plastic chairs have you got under your house?
BYO deck chair.
Yeah, so
So we're not getting stadium seating and trying
not
to
at this stage, no.
pack a
No,
venue.
it's going to be a selected audience. We get
Yeah.
to choose who comes in.
In saying that, it's a hot ticket event. We've been approached by venues. You know,
We have actually, yeah.
People want to hold this event, so it's a sought after event. If you get an opportunity to be there, it's probably something to be considered exclusive. It's definitely Instagrammable. It's social media friendly.
Friendly, it is.
As F.
So hit us up on Facebook or Turnstile Records Presents the Escape Pod on Instagram. I don't know.
At Escape Podders
At Escape
on
Podders.
Instagram.
We should
And,
probably have that written somewhere so when I say
yeah, so
this,
we can say
I
it.
can
Yeah,
just
so it
say
sounds like you
I
know
think
what
it
you're
just
talking about.
really rolls off your tongue.
Really
You've said
rolls
it.
off the tongue.
Well, that-
Yeah. You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. But in science news today, we had the launch of the old
SpaceX.
SpaceX. That's right. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Vulcan or Falcon? Falcon.
Vulcan.
Vulcan?
Is this
Vulcan.
the North?
No, I think it's the Falcon. Should I look that up?
Yeah, probably Falcon.
Should
I thought it was the
should I fact
Vulcan.
check?
Wasn't Falcon the last one? Now this one's the Vulcan.
Is this a...
Which is
either
the
way.
Falcon.
Unoriginal.
Falcon.
It is, isn't it? What
Yeah.
would you call your
Oh, well, it's a
spaceship?
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I know what I'd call my spaceship, the Dark Prober.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to add to
It's
that?
a perfect segue from prostate discussions.
It sure
Definitely,
is.
definitely.
Yeah.
I just know that you've been working on that all day, so...
I have.
so I could...
But hence the sample at the start of the episode, which I'm about to put in there that you
We
guys
haven't
aren't
heard, but
quite
yes,
privy
yes.
to, that the craft itself looks like a giant Johnson.
A wang.
A wang.
Schlong.
Willie Nelson. Yeah. So, any comments on that? Like, how soon are you going to book your trip to Mars?
I'm going to wait for the first disaster to happen, and then the 10 years after that, that's where I'll be going.
Wait for the specials. Wait for the specials.
Right.
The Jetstar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get on that website and get the bloody
$869 return.
7-year round trip.
Yeah.
Once Virgin gets up there, maybe then.
But
get you with the meals and the luggage.
But I still refuse to get on the Malaysian Airlines.
Yeah, well, because of the whole
well, I just feel like it's
incident with the old
no reason
incident. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait a while. I don't think. I want somewhere to go to. I know the moon is very special, whatever, but let's put a Starbucks on it or something.
You dog. You dog. You Pluto.
Yeah.
Is that all right? No, it's a dad joke. Dad joke there.
Uranus?
He doesn't get it. But I don't know. Like, are we gonna? Is it return trips to the moon and to Mars? Well, what's this thing gonna do? Does anybody even know about this craft that looks like a giant cock
and balls?
Well, as far as I know, it's he's launched the Tesla, the car. It's a 2-ton dummy payload to replicate, something that's actually worth more money. But as far as I know, it's just getting sent into a hyperbolic orbit where it hurts round the Mars and then goes towards the sun and then set into an infinite loop, as far as I know. So I don't.
So do we jump on at some stage?
I'm not too sure. I think they're working out how to use Mars's orbit to get there and back.
We'll get him when he comes back in.
I think our mate Elon thought this was a great opportunity for marketing.
This is Elon's great opportunity to take over all of Tesla's glory.
Right, stealing Tesla.
Oh, well, he's commandeered the car. You called it Tesla, great. It's a nod, but it's not a...
It's his fucking car.
Tesla died a very poor, lonely man.
No. Elon Musk is Tesla.
Now he is.
Reincarnated?
Now he is.
No, he is.
Okay. Because I thought
Tesla
you didn't believe in
is-
that shit. That horse shit, as I believe you said to me.
What?
Reincarnation.
Reincarnation, ghosts, and goblins.
No. Tesla that you're thinking of is a guy who won the Nobel Prize back in the 1700s for measuring electrical current or something.
Yes.
But
he's
that's
a bit tar.
It's different spelling. Tesla
Is
is
it?
a car brand and now a battery
come on.
brand
Yeah, but it's based on Tesla.
created by
who?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, well, I don't know the difference.
He has commandeered.
No, Elon Musk made his fortune out of Tesla cars.
Tesla.
Full stop.
Full
Cars.
stop.
Nikola Tesla.
That's right.
That's who it is.
100%.
The man, the myth, the legend. You're right, he died alone.
So you're telling me it's not the same spelling?
So Nikola Tesla has not the same spelling as the Tesla car.
Don't think so.
Do you want me to fact check that with my fingers?
I think you should go fact yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go fact you guys. Keep talking amongst yourselves while I look it up on the
Okay.
little thing called the internet.
So this is a good effort, sending a 2-ton dummy payload to Mars, a car, essentially a car with a spaceman in it. Only cool thing about it, playing David Bowie as it
The whole way around.
rockets through the
Ground
through the
control?
stars. Yeah.
The
Rocket,
planet.
Starman.
You could go Rocket
You know
Man
that.
by Elton John.
Yeah.
You could.
Yep.
You could go. Nah, I haven't got anything. I was going to say something that was too obscure for even you guys to know. I was going to say
Space
Space DJs,
Yeah.
but you don't know that, do you?
No.
No.
Really.
But that's what we do here. Keep it
What did,
obscure. keep
Yeah.
it hip.
Keep
What
it.
did Spacey Space come out with?
Is that a band? Space and the SpaceX.
Yeah.
But he's shot out a car. What would, if you had the opportunity to send something down to the space?
What would I shoot
what would you
out?
shoot
A
out?
2-ton dummy payload.
I don't like the idea of sending the disc into space with all of our genetic makeup and material. Have you heard about that? You've seen this? That years ago they launched into space on one of the satellites or the deep space probe, the dark deep space prober, and it had a metal disc on it like a record that you could actually play.
Oh, on the Voyager 1 or 2.
Yep.
Yeah,
Was
and
it a gold record?
gold record,
Yeah.
and it had a man and a woman figure, nude, on that, and then they had I think a Beatles song.
Oh, they had heaps of music from every.
But they also had genetic makeup and also saying what satellites we use and that we're carbon based and all this kind of stuff. But they sent a picture of our DNA makeup. Now, surely they could take that information with their technology and go, right, let's just make some kind of
but if they've
human hybrid.
If they can find that disc, why wouldn't they just travel another 5 minutes and get one of us and then use our DNA instead of just?
But they go, here's somebody sending something. We know where it's come from. Now we know what they're made of. Let's build a weapon that can destroy a carbon-based. You know where I'm going with this.
They could be using that model to figure out where they can probe us.
That's right, where they can attack on a DNA level.
In a donk place.
I mean, at the height of our technology, we basically are just using it now to create fake versions of ourselves we can have sex with. So if they found a genetic plan to rebuild us, and they'd probably just utilise that, build us, and then cut out the middleman and have sex with the clones.
They're making more sex robots, and that's what
this
is what happens every time we talk about
sex
AI,
robots.
Advanced robots. It just ends
On
up
three.
in it.
When can you fuck it?
When can you fuck it? That is the big question. So when can we fuck it?
Just on that, I saw a news article a couple of days ago that said that season 2 of Westworld is almost
just
upon
as
us.
shit as, okay.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I did like it, but there's a little bit
dark,
convoluted at the end there. I hope that makes more sense.
No spoilers. It's going to be set in Rome, I think, the next Westworld.
No.
Yeah.
Rome World.
Yeah, how can it be a Westworld if
so
it's
did we get to the
been
end
taken out of the West?
There's different worlds.
There is different worlds. That's the whole thing. That's
Oh.
why it's West World.
Depends where you want to spend your holiday, Dan.
Yeah, what you want to
go
do.
to Rome?
So is it going to be called Rome World?
Yeah, what is it going to be called?
Yeah.
Well, depending on where you are on the Earth, Rome is west.
Yes, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Technically
Direction is all
speaking.
subjective. You're
Yeah,
right.
Especially on a flat Earth.
I was going to say, especially on a flat Earth. Can
you
you
said
stop
that
stealing
you said that
all my
last
fucking
week.
material? Jesus Christ, get out of my head.
Hey,
But
you guys aren't flat earthers, are you?
No.
Oh, excellent.
No, we're
I was about to leave.
no,
Because
we've
we've
talked
mentioned it
about
3
it.
times and you haven't said anything, and now you've had to ask.
We've
Okay.
talked about it, and I think the rocket to space pretty much proves we're not in a dome.
Yeah, I guess so, because it didn't hit the dome.
The filament, I think they call it.
You've never probed Timmy Taco on his
Dome.
conspiracy theory about landing on the moon, though.
No, not this,
You just thrown that in?
No, I don't think I have.
I
Maybe
think
I
they went there to start a Starbucks. Just you fucking dog. Yeah,
Well,
but
hypothetically, it definitely would have had some vested interest from a corporation in somehow. That's
yeah, totally. So
Probably
is it?
Starbucks.
But did it happen, Timmy Taco?
But when you're first to the moon, do you own it? Like, if you chuck a flag in something, is that mine now? Chuck a flag in it. Can we have a segment like that?
I think that's how it worked with Antarctica, didn't it?
Something like that.
I think you get there first, you put your flag in it, and that's she's yours forever.
I think we've come a long
It's
way
like a
since
boat.
then, though.
Since the flag days.
Yeah.
False.
Yeah.
You got your false flag.
Well, you do have the Chinese
4 flags.
reclaiming reef systems off the Spratly Islands at the moment and turning them into military bases.
So are they adding sand and stuff like that? Like that's what.
Yes. It's now looks like this army base in the middle of the water.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you make your own. I like that, making your own island.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I think you should be a little bit concerned.
I, for one, welcome our Chinese overlords.
I do. They're pushing the value of my house up, so all the merrier. That's all I say.
That's all right.
Ni hao.
Plus the food.
Are you just doing a shout out to your wife?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Did you just say I left the toilet seat down?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I liked it. That Australia Day we went to Danoz's for celebrations.
Yeah.
And what was the term that your lovely wife said they do have in China about a whinger? Your daughter was getting very Suki Lala.
Suki Lala.
Suki Lala
Suki Lala.
translates into every language.
Okay, do you know what she calls your children when they're being Suki Lalas?
She calls them a Suki Lala.
Okay, so that's not a Mandarin for Suki Lala?
Could have been.
Yeah, I think it's universal.
Depends on how you say it.
Yeah, I think it's universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Chinese is not quite up to scratch yet, but I too am prepared to bow down to our Chinese overlords.
I can tell that
or at least bend over.
That's right.
Whatever it takes.
That's good. That's good.
Look at this guy.
You'll probably.
Here's his notes.
He's
very well.
He's doing better than you.
All right, the mic is yours.
Mic is mine. Why's that?
I don't know.
You've
Because you got your
got
pad
you got
out.
your pad out.
It's north,
North.
East.
West.
south.
It's the news.
We did it.
Yeah.
We actually did it.
Congratulations.
Maybe it works well as a four-way.
It does,
There
because
you
you
go.
get one
Takes
each.
takes the sense
the
of
pressure
responsibility.
But you still have to think. You have to do the old
Yeah, I
spell
didn't know
and
where it
think and
was.
spell.
You know, it was a sort of crosshatched northeast, west, south, but we got there.
We
We
did
did.
get there.
It's
We
the
did get
news.
We're actually making a slight compass shape here, sort of,
Yeah, we are in a way.
encompassing the.
And
I
think
didn't bring the table in today. I didn't have enough time, so I didn't know how we were going to go sitting around the table. So I did the old couch.
That's
and
all right. It's
chair
a hot
routine.
day. We're all in bare feet. This is
I
quite
feel
casual. It's
relaxed.
nice.
I feel
Yeah.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
Tim.
I'm
I
now
like it.
comfortable with the fact that our pants are off.
You should edit in some seagull sounds throughout just the background.
Okay, yeah, I can edit that
There we
in
go.
right here.
Right.
There you
Sweet.
go. There you
Well, speaking of news and birds, United Airlines in New Jersey last week have refused a passenger to be accompanied by her emotional support peacock.
Yes, I'm aware of this phenomenon.
I
that's
saw this
happening.
story.
Emotional. I haven't seen the story, so you can.
Well, you've got your anxiety dogs and stuff like that. A pet that will go along
like a
with you.
blind dog. Is it? Wait,
Like
has it gone beyond
Not
that?
a dog with anxiety. It's a dog to help with your anxiety.
Okay, yeah, like this dog. Your dog, man, your dog. It's just so.
Yes, and this is what's happening. I need to bring my pet rat because it brings me the emotional security that I need to fly.
How do you manage a bird on a flight? Like,
You don't.
What are you thinking?
don't. My take is she was taking the piss, and in this this age of social media and the incessant need for attention and likes, this was her chance for her 15 minutes, and
Tell everybody
she
she was anxious.
took it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Have
She's
you got more intel?
Listen,
Or
like it might look like I've written a lot of stuff down, but I've actually just
scribbled
drawn
the mad
pictures
scratchings of
cats.
it?
Actually.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's it. Basically, that's the crux of the story. That
I
she
say
tried to get on a
it's-
plane with a peacock, claimed it was an emotional support peacock. Apparently, she even went to the lengths of trying to purchase a ticket for the peacock, and
To legalise it,
well,
but it didn't have a passport.
well, obviously not.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
you can have all the feathers in your tail, but if you don't have a passport, you're not allowed to travel.
Because whatever happened to the blankie?
Exactly.
Can't you have a comfort blankie
Or Valium.
or something
Yeah,
else?
whatever.
Valium.
That's right.
Yeah, our good old friend, old trusty
right.
Valium.
If the plane goes down, I ain't gonna know.
Yeah, that's it.
That old trusty friend.
Because when the plane does go down and the oxygen comes down, that's just to chill everybody out, to make you feel euphoric, because it's pure oxygen. So you're going,
That's true. That's true.
oh, fuck it, who gives a shit? Let's just go
I've
down.
heard this. But
Okay.
I did get taught that off Brad Pitt off Fight Club, so I don't know if that's necessarily.
Oh, that's where I got it from. So,
True.
okay, so
Okay.
can we fact check that?
But it made for good
And,
cinema. And but on that topic, like, is there anything that you guys travel with for emotional support?
My wife. I would have to say, when you like back when we went to Bali as a family trip, you had your on-plane clothes to wear. So something really comfortable. So I'm going to say a pair of tracksuit pants,
Nice.
as opposed to jeans.
If this is Family Feud.
Ding ding.
Get on the board.
Top answer!
Well,
Top answer.
I would like to bring my Still Knox.
Still not.
Okay.
Yes, which is
Okay.
a sleeping tablet, which
Yep.
when you don't sleep, can send you insane. You can get up and do some silly things, or just go out and party with it, which a lot of people try to do.
They are doing that now. The kids
Okay.
of today.
But the Still Knox, I do not sleep on a plane, and I've tried it once, and I didn't sleep, even with the Still Knox, and then it just fucks your first 4 days up because you haven't slept, stayed awake drinking all night, and now you're in another time zone and
Okay.
hideously
Just,
hungover.
Hungover as shit.
All right, we're not your therapist, man. So just save it for the $700 appointment that you got coming up.
Beautiful.
Have you got a comfort, travel comfort?
Oh, alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get that on the plane. So
Yeah. I like to carry the Series 7 DVD box set of Grand Designs.
yeah, okay. As DVDs, like a big clunky thing, or
Yeah,
video
just the-
cassette.
I don't even have to watch
something
it.
to cuddle.
Okay.
Just like holding them. And,
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Yeah, security.
Yeah. Dreaming of all the, the architectural what ifs,
Yeah, like
Takes me away.
the foam bricks that they afterwards fill up with concrete, and the whole house is assembled in half a
Environmental
day.
options.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Dan, what do you travel with?
'Cause you do travel a fair bit. You're our travel bug.
I wouldn't have thought that I travelled all that much, but I used to be really, really a big fan of flying. Now it just makes me nervous because I feel like we're going to fall out of the sky and die, and I think it's a post-parenthood thing.
Okay.
You just... Yeah.
Because you were talking about getting life insurance just before we
So
started.
you don't have a comfort thing that gets you over that thought, like a good
well,
set
you
of
mentioned
headphones
the comfort blanket before, and I never go onto planes with a comfort blanket, but I always try and get off a plane with a comfort blanket. Last time I was flying into China, one of the connecting flights was a Dragon Air flight, and their blanket was red, but it had this embroidered gold dragon across one of the quarters. And I went,
That's nice.
I've got to fucking have this.
Yeah.
And Jim was like, no, you can't do it. They'll lock you up.
They want us
Send
to
you to a
take it.
fucking gulag somewhere.
Yeah.
And I went, no, I got to do it. And I now have a Dragon Air
I would have asked for
embroidered
Awesome.
blanket.
I'll be needing 4 blankets for me and my family.
Yep.
My Chinese star sign or star creature, what do you call it?
I think year of.
Year of
Yeah.
is the dragon. And
Is it?
And it landed on the year 2000, which was dragon, which was golden dragon.
Yep.
So rightfully, that blanket is mine.
Yep.
It's the year of the dog, isn't it? This one.
It's about to be. Chinese New Year is next weekend.
Excellent.
The year of the dog.
And I, for one, will be celebrating that very exuberantly.
Yes.
By being a dog.
I've almost given up on the traditional Western New Year's altogether. I only celebrate the Chinese New Year. Just saying.
Excellent.
Just
So
saying.
can we say, is there a Chinese calendar and starts first of?
It's probably the oldest calendar.
Yeah, but like, how does it work here? Do they just say this is our New Year's celebration, or do they start their calendar at that time?
I think they have the traditional calendar is different to ours. It's not the Gregorian, I'm going to say.
I think that's correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the Gregorian. We subscribe to the Gregorian, but they don't. But in today's day and age, they do.
They wouldn't even know what a Gregorian is.
And just
I totally do.
yeah, you know what a
I know what a
Gregorian is.
Gregorian
Yeah,
is.
you
Totally.
got topical cream, cleaned it right
Totally
up.
all over me.
We've been Gregorians since before.
Way back.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
it's Jezbot's favourite Star Trek character.
Yeah. So that's a perfect spot there. We'll continue. Have we got any more news stories after the break, or are we just going to?
I do have one that I've been holding on to.
All right,
for
I'll
quite...
hold on to just a little bit longer.
Yeah, cool.
Keep that in your bladder for now. We'll have a quick break. We'll be right back after these short messages.
Hey, kids.
Yeah?
Do you like playing with toys?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
Piece of Shit 4 is here.
Cool.
That's right, kids. We've given you Piece of Shit 1, 2, and 3. And now it's time for Piece of Shit 4 Explosion. Piece of Shit does nothing. That's right, nothing. It's our best piece of shit ever for only $699.95. Explosion. Tell your parents, if they don't buy you a piece of shit, then they're a piece of shit. Explosion. Piece of Shit 4 is in stores now.
Are we back, are we?
We're just going
excellent.
back from the break, yeah. Everybody pissed up and pissed down and pissed out.
How'd you go with that spider?
Well, when you said it, I was sort of like, I didn't picture exactly how it was. It just sounded bad. But when I went there, you were right. It was hovering like
Just
direct-
a little bit too high above the bowl for you to actually aim at.
A
But-
spider
Yeah.
in my toilet.
Yeah.
like hovering at like Lady Gaga halftime at the Super Bowl. You know,
Yeah.
like just above, like
Just hovering above it.
inches away from
Like Miley Cyrus in her...
Wrecking ball. That's it.
Yeah.
more so like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Jesus.
There you go. There you go.
Took a twist.
Timmy Taco's toilet
Tantrums.
Now,
Well, my headline was just I only really want to read the headline because that's all it's.
well, it's there.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, when Jezbot gets a news article, he only really ever gets to the news headline.
Yeah,
Have you
well,
read it yet?
It says everything about it. Driver refuses to unclench his heroin-hiding buttocks.
I would refuse too.
Yeah,
I mean
would
that's
too.
it. That's it. That's everything. Pretty much.
They can't. They can forcefully get in there, can't they? They can demand.
Oh, we've proved this earlier when we were talking about prostate examinations. They usually happen.
Yeah, but you get denied. You get denied. You get denied the doctor probe, but enforced the enforcer probe.
Okay.
Well, how did the story come about if the guy clenched his butthole, didn't reveal that he actually had a bag of heroin up there because of the headline?
We know that he had
so we know he's got it.
We know he got it. They got
we
it out.
But we don't know that he did have it up there because he's got his bum clenched and.
No, but the headline tells us that we have found out that he had heroin clenched. It eventually came out because, one, we knew it was heroin in the end.
2, he refused to let us in his butthole. 3, he had to stop clenching at some point.
And it was the police because he was arrested, wasn't he? Or arrested man.
You read out the article,
I can't
Jeremy.
remember
Is
anymore.
that like the equivalent to a male pelvic floor exercise?
It is. I'm
Is
doing
there
it
any-
right now.
Yeah.
I think you learnt that in prison.
Kegels.
By the sounds of the strength of that clench.
Do your heroin Kegels.
It was his heroin. It was his buttocks.
Yeah, come on.
And what?
Shit,
He's
come on.
the criminal?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's
Yeah.
the criminal. Exactly.
Yeah. What the butt?
Yeah.
Well,
hashtag me too.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Hashtag I can't breathe.
Hashtag number 2. Yeah?
Do you think
Even
that
better.
The heroin was he the user of the heroin? Because
Or
do
the seller?
heroin users have particularly tight buns, or did the dealers have the tight buns?
I wouldn't have thought so, but most of my knowledge of heroin addicts comes from train spotting.
Yeah, true.
where it
Babies
all-
crawling on the wall.
Where it all evacuates simultaneously.
Yeah, there you
right.
go.
Similarly, all of my knowledge of heroin addicts comes from growing up in Frankston.
Okay.
And what I learned is that they actually have very poor bowel movement, heroin addicts.
Okay.
And it can cause many issues into later life. But
So you're saying they wouldn't be clenching; they'd be relaxed, trying to relax.
I think you know,
because
like,
they have a constipation
They're
issue.
bound
That's
up.
right.
once
yeah.
it's up there, you're gonna have an issue getting it out.
Okay.
But I don't think the heroin was up there. It was in his clenched buttocks.
Oh, you're
right.
talking he's clenching.
I reckon he's
He's
just
clenching
got
it
it.
in his crack.
He's cracked. That's what I'm saying. I reckon he's just like he hasn't had time to get it all the way up there when the police.
If only we
pulled
had
him
the
over.
full article.
Well, why? Well, that's better.
Facts.
That's
We
Yeah,
need
it's
facts.
true. Yeah, we don't.
Facts.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do
Why
we?
let
Yeah.
facts get in the way of a good story?
Yeah, man.
That's true. But is it?
But is
But
it?
is it?
I see what you did there. That's good.
I do.
And also alternative facts. I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alternative
yeah.
facts.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Speaking of alternative facts, I thought I'd, just to keep up with tradition of being, anything relevant to you guys, I thought I'd bring in an interesting dishwasher fact.
Oh yeah, great, good. That's
okay.
5 episodes in a row now. Yeah.
It's making my nipples hard.
Well, it just seems like, that's what you guys are into. And,
That's pretty much what we're into at the moment. Yep.
I haven't brought an interesting dishwasher story to the table yet, and I was feeling a little bit inadequate.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you don't have a dishwasher at home.
No, I don't. Well, I live in an old Victorian-style house, and it lacks modern amenities, but it's, got a nice location, and I don't mind the old appeal. I can get around things like that. I deliberately don't have a microwave.
Way to brag, man.
I'm not,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, I deliberately don't have a microwave because, I don't want to be too much of a tinfoil head, but I think microwaves aren't necessarily too good.
It's
And
going to be
you
bad.
get-
We're going to find that. That'll be
Yeah.
the next big
Nah,
thing.
nah. You get over it when you realise just how good it is to use a microwave, how easy it is,
yeah,
how
yeah.
convenient.
I always find it really patchy.
And look, the next incarnation is rehydration and Star Trek. What do you call them? What's the food thing?
Food
we want?
transponder, a dematerializer.
Back
Damn
to the
it.
Future 2 when they had the Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
That's good.
It always
That was
gets
good.
me, this thing,
What's
Dan.
the Star Trek
you got
thingammy,
your
what's it?
transporter and you got your replicator.
Replicator.
Jesus,
That's it.
Continue.
Well, I'll tell you. While invented in 1887 by a wealthy woman named Josephine Cochrane, because her servants were always chipping her fine china, It wasn't until 1950 that the dishwasher was sold and presented to the general public.
1800s?
1887. Kept
Man,
under.
you know what else came out in 1887? The cash register.
Bang.
I can't. Don't fact check me on that one, but I know it was the 1800s towards the end. IBM.
A lot of things were invented.
So many things. But dishwasher.
Yeah.
Would it have been like Back to the Future 3 with Doc making the ice cube? Like
definitely. Yeah.
A big
like
convoluted
it was as
room.
big as a factory.
Yeah, there's a horse.
And it could wash
running on
one dish at a time.
Yeah, that's right. It's just, yeah. And it's actually just all the way down the line. It's a steam thing, and it's just a finger on the end of a probe going, boop, boop, poking a lady and making it, motivating her to wash the dishes. Yeah?
I guess so.
I guess so.
I was just thinking about the...
Work with me here. Trying to create an image.
I'm just trying to think of this first microwave. Because I know the ones that the first microwaves that we had in the 70s were huge, or the 80s even. Massive, heavy things.
So have we come...
No, but
do we know?
you were brought up in a commercial catering business household, hence the size and scale of all of your kitchenware.
Yeah.
So you would be well accustomed to KitchenAid products, quality kitchen products.
I know my kitchens.
My sister's
You know,
all
KitchenAid.
over that shit.
Yeah, KitchenAid. Well, they make some bang. Well, this is Josephine Cochrane, who invented the first dishwasher, ended up becoming KitchenAid.
Okay.
They just another interesting dishwasher fact.
It
Let's,
is.
Leave that where I
No,
was.
well, it's you've definitely brought a
I got a
dishwasher
question.
story to
I got
the
a
table.
question for you.
Yeah.
Does anyone know where you put rinse-aid in a dishwasher?
No.
It's a bloody good question.
I bought some rinse-aid to help me with rinsing. Don't know where to put it.
There is a little, the little flap that opens up. Where
you put your powder.
Powder. There's a little twizzly dizzle next to
Open
that.
that up, and
Open that up.
Sure enough.
Bang it
No,
in
sure
there.
enough.
Okay.
I didn't bring one in, but that's it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Short enough. You know that for sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that rinse-aid guy, man. I have a little slot for it, and I've put rinse-aid in the rinse-aid slot,
Yep.
and it never seems to get used. It never runs through. I don't know if it's another setting above what I'm doing,
Yeah,
but I
actually,
definitely agree.
I reckon I did the same experiment. I went, this seems like the logical place to put rinse-aid. Put it in, finished the dishwasher, opened it up, still
Full.
got rinse-aid in.
Yeah. Where's the rinse? Where's the aid? In.
I don't know about you guys, but when I'm rinsing, I don't want shining making chemicals in me rinse.
No.
Yeah, I know.
When
Because
I'm rinsing, I want it to be water. Get
Yes.
that
Heat.
caustic
wash all that
dishwasher
shit
stuff.
off.
Yeah, get that off.
Don't put rinse
Okay.
aids on.
I don't know, like,
Well, yeah.
I don't have a microwave. So
Are we
that's,
okay.
Are we doing another 10 minutes on dishwashers again?
I'm so sorry.
I want to go a little bit further
No,
with
no, I'd like to push it probe just a little bit deeper, getting to bro you and all. What's your opinion on quinoa?
Quinoa. Oh yeah, quinoa.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of quinoa.
Okay.
And it's sloppily overused these days. I think it's a poor excuse for a cereal. You
Okay.
know, like,
cereal.
well, it's a cereal.
Okay, because it's quite. Because you could argue that rice is a cereal as well, rice bubbles, but
Yeah.
they're using it
There
as
you
a
go.
substitute for rice,
Yeah.
and you're using it as a substitute for rice bubbles. Obviously, quinoa cereal. Am I right?
Rice,
saying
even if it's not as rice bubbles, it's still a cereal.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
It's
grain.
a, it's a grain.
It's grain.
Doesn't that-
Where does a grain become a cereal?
When you cook it, or when you put milk in the bowl.
Really?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
true though?
I don't
Is
know.
it true?
I don't know. Can we fact check that?
Look,
I
you
think
could-
that's
you
I
could-
think that is the best question you've probably received on this podcast in the last 25 episodes.
Yeah, true.
Can you get a ding?
Can I get a ding? Nope. I probably could, but
It's too much.
it's a bit hard.
Don't extend yourself.
He's already put one flag on for an edit.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, and now, well, I just wanted to probe a little bit further into the microwave situation that you don't use microwaves, and you're saying microwaves from the 70s. Have we made advancements, or are they still doing the same thing? You check on the time, it hits it with microwaves, bang, it's cooked. Same as it was in the 70s?
Same
Or
as
have
it was in the 1800s.
Or have they healthed it up a little bit? Like, how do you health up releasing microwaves?
I think it was more of a scare campaign when something new came in. I don't think there is a health effect with the
So
microwave.
we're dealing with the same.
You don't believe that?
Well, I've been using a microwave for like 12 years.
What about using mobile phones? What about having a Wi-Fi connection inside your house?
Well, my Wi-Fi connection's next to my bed. I turn it off every night. I don't know if that's if that seems bizarre.
No. They say that you shouldn't be surrounded when you go to sleep with the magnetic electrons.
No. I think if I had a Wi-Fi router right next to my head when I was going to bed, I would turn it off too, because I couldn't fucking handle the flashing fucking lights.
Oh, that is true. That is true. But they say the same for the phones, right? Like you shouldn't charge your phone next to you. Blah blah blah. Bling 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 blah. Foil hat. Foil hat. But would you find that? Could you do a weird? I don't know if you want to because you seem against it. But could you do a weird science through the week and tell us on the night that you do leave the router on? Do you have different dreams?
He's not going to leave the router on. He's not going to put his health at risk just for the pod.
Well, I'm asking you, could you do that? Could you sit on a bloody toilet with an open wound on your butthole?
Just to see if you get some herb.
I'll try, Tim, but I'm a dark soul. I barely dream. So.
Oh, really? Really?
Really?
You're not much of a dreamer?
No, I do. I mean, I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
Okay.
Anyway, so I do dream occasionally, but like abstract mind, I just sort of, sometimes I remember them, sometimes I don't.
Okay, because
I don't think that'd be a positive way to.
Let's just say turn it on. It might encourage dreaming.
Maybe. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's interfering, so it's encouraging that weird dream.
I think it requires like an inserted anal probe to like take measurements or something
to help you sleep at night.
How about that?
Take one for the team, will you?
Take one for the pod.
Come on, let's get scientific. It needs needs an anal probe.
God damn it, honey! It's for the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny. Funny you should say that, Dan. From the meeting we had just before we started, like that works in perfectly with what is your favourite experiment on a mouse. You got your ear mouse. You seen that one? We'll sew one on.
Yeah,
love that one.
Well, what an interesting mouse! Oh, not so loud.
You've got your bald mouse. Love that guy as well. We'll make him bald. And we'll see if we can grow hair back on him.
I like the mouse that they test methamphetamines on to see the strength of them. Yeah. Isn't there one of those guys?
Of course there is.
Sidebar. Have you seen the?
We're a sidebar now, so just be careful.
Where are we coming back?
Have you seen the clip on the effects on spiders and spider webs under different drugs? They try the amphetamines, they try the dope, they try the
and they make different shape.
Yeah, and then the stone bun I think can't be fucked and just
just hangs there.
Well, the other
mouse to a drive-through somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
The other mouse that I've learnt about, this is why I did my research today. You got an old mouse and a young mouse. Let's sew them together, and the old mouse gets a bit younger. Right, they're sharing the bloodstream and everything. So,
and when you say you like all of this, you like torturing animals?
No, I'm just saying look. It came back to asses again because the last mouse I was researching, they put a sphincter on it.
Okay,
right.
And that's always my favourite type of
yes
surgery, Dan. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, while we're on the subject of mice, if you will. Just the other day, my oldest girl she'd got out of bed and she was plodding around out the back, out in the backyard, having a great time, and we could hear her like giggling and having
grand old time.
Too much of a good time. Enough to make your parent ears prick up and go.
Yeah, your spidey senses are tingling.
We need to check this.
Yeah,
something's not right here.
You're going to share that cocaine?
So Jen went outside. Love her to death, but blind as a bat. Hadn't put her contacts in.
Oh, okay. Quite literally.
Went outside. Everything was fuzzy, but she could see that. Evie was like down, hovering around on the ground, going, and went, think I should put my contacts in. Comes back in, goes
2 hours later.
Yeah, Dad, I think you need to go out and check what Evie's doing. So I went out there. Here was this half-dead rat sort of panting next to the water. Obviously, it had a dessert of rat sack.
Yeah, it's eaten the rat sack, got to the water, activated the poison.
And he was on his last legs. Still looked really cute. Rats actually didn't look dirty or anything.
They're well-known pets, Dan, as well. Yeah, for sure.
Looked quite cute. And Jen lost her shit. It's like, you haven't touched that, have you?
We got to move out. Type of lost her shit.
Yeah,
like shut it down.
You need to kill that animal right now. And it's like, oh, it looks so cute.
It looks like it's dying,
and it's going to be dead anyway in like literally 5 minutes. So we cleaned Evie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thoroughly.
Fair enough.
Thoroughly.
Yeah.
Like,
because it could have been rolling around in this rat sack.
Scorching hot water. So she was right to be concerned, but
because of the scorching hot water.
But she's all right.
Everything's okay.
She's all right.
The rat's dead.
The rat is dead and is now probably somewhere in Clayton South in the landfill.
Because you threw it hard into the...
No, I put it in a bag and I gently placed it in the rubbish.
Right, still alive?
Traditional off-seeing to a deceased rat.
Yep.
I believe.
It's like a Viking send-off.
Yeah.
Well, how about this little send-off? When we first moved into the house, probably year 2001 maybe, we had left over from the old folks that were living here a mouse. And he was scurrying around. We just moved into the house, so we were just like feeling it out a bit. This room was set up. This room is this room is that.
We
had
haunted.
A mouse invading. There was a couple of nights where we had our mattress on the floor, and you could hear it like in bags or areas close to where we were sleeping. It was like, this has got to end. This has got to end. This has got to end. We've got to find this dude. We thought we had mice, right? But we couldn't catch this thing. I'm pretty sure it was living under the oven for a while there. Am I boring you, Jeremy? And living in the heater space. You know those little gas heaters with the little area.
Yeah.
Anyway, a couple of weeks went past. No luck. More scurrying, more sound. There he is. There he goes.
Sure.
He turns up in our hallway, deceased, with this little white, grey beard. He was the last of the last. We've never had a mouse or anything ever since.
Yeah.
I tell a lie, we have got rats now, but he had a little white beard. He died of old age.
Good on him.
The last of his kind.
Good on him.
Go.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah. I gave him a proper burial.
I like that's good. Respectful. It's a love a tale of an underdog, rising up against the trials of adversity. A mouse in a man's world, that's a hard...
Yeah, all the women have died. There's no chance of spawning off. We can't start a nest. The nest is dusty.
Everyone he's loved, he's seen die.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Basically uninhabitable, landscape that's being dominated by these giant creatures that just...
And all of his possessions and everything went with the old...
Yeah, but
owners.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
But a mouse has, regardless of his age, has enough dexterity to be able to blow himself.
Okay, Confucius say.
Yeah, that's right. It's not really a well-known haiku.
So is this the real reason that we have this hate for mice? It's not so much that they're unsanitary and that they cause disease or whatnot.
They brought the bubonic plague.
They brought the bubonic plague. Yeah, exactly. Responsible for the deaths of millions. No, we hate them because they can suck their own dicks and we can't.
That's right.
Correct. That's the main reason.
Yeah, that feels right for me. Does that feel right
feels
for you?
pretty much right.
That's good.
Jealousy's a curse.
Yeah.
Jealousy's a curse. Hey, guess what?
What?
I've brought in another gift.
I was gonna.
Okay.
It's that time original.
It's that time of the week.
It is.
It is, okay. Let me go
I'm
into
just
my
gonna
little
bring
bag of goodies.
every
goodies
time,
here.
Dan.
Oh, what have we got?
What have I got here?
It's chocolate out every time.
Oh, you know what?
Every
We can
time.
play the Clinker game.
Yes.
Clinkers. Well, guess what? It's not.
Oh, he's done it.
It's a scratchy.
It's a scratchy card inside,
It's a
concealed
scratchy.
inside of an Aussie favourite, the Clinkers.
But are there any clinkers in there?
But
Is
you're
there?
not going to chomp on a
There
clinker
is.
while we're...
All right, so
got
no, wait.
earphones
Okay, let's
on
do
our
this
ears.
diplomatically, right? Now, the idea with Clinkers, the chocolate, is you can't see the centre. We know there's a strawberry,
I know.
a lime, a yellow.
I did it on the way here with Jess.
Okay.
I'm 100%.
Okay.
Green for green.
Green for green? All right,
Yep.
so let's get a clinker each. Is that
Are
gonna...
we breaking the unwritten rule?
No, we're allowed to at the end of the show.
It's just the
Okay.
game. Though. Dan doesn't like it when we eat on.
No, I
on
don't
air.
not like it. I fucking hate it.
All right, so we're all going to get a clink. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, well, let's. Well, do you want to announce the?
Yeah, all right.
Oh no, let's do this. Let's do this first because you've done the prize. You've done the gift.
Yeah.
Clinkers, an Australian favourite.
One in the
We're
clink.
going to call this competition One in the Clink.
I actually did the chocolate to throw you off guard because I know that it is a common misconception that my gift code is chocolate 100%.
It's 100% of the time.
Yeah, it has been. So
Well, I just thought I would just throw you off the scent a little bit. Bring in a little bit of what appears to be chocolate, and hey, it's not. It's a scratchy. Which brings us back to our new game concept, which is the Clinker Scratchy game. So what you got to do is email your name and the words "chop me out" to the email address, or get onto Facebook and contact all the,
Well, Turnstile Records presents. You can post that up. You can post on the feed or send us a personal message, whatever you like. But
basically,
Chop
whatever
me
way you
out.
can, whatever way you know how, whether it's
Tweet us
can and
at
string, carry a
text
picture.
us.
Text us
Yep.
if you got our number.
At
If you've
Escape
got the
Podders,
funds,
yep.
write it in the sky. If we see "chop me out" and your name and suburb, you are in the running for the prize.
Hashtag chop me out.
To be eligible for selection to participate in the Escape Podders, a Clinker's Scratchy game,
Or one in the Clink.
you've got to get your name in to do so. So every now and then, we'll scratch a scratchy. At the start of each episode, we'll announce your names. We'll pick a couple of randomly selected lucky listeners.
Yes, maybe my mum, maybe your dad. Yeah.
More than likely. This is the beauty of the game, though, because it's a mystery bet. We don't know if we're going to win. So if we only have 2 people that enter, it doesn't matter because they might not ever win.
Yeah,
Even if it
true,
is them.
true.
So, but what we
Just
do
like
have
real
here,
Tats Lotto.
It's not one of your it's not a $2 scratchy. This is a $10 scratchy, solid gold. 2 top prizes of up to $250,000. Get in amongst it, listeners.
Chop it out.
Chop out.
Chop out.
Potentially
How-
have this on offer.
How are we picking winners?
So what we're going to do is randomly.
He's trying to tell the
random.
rules right
Oh,
now.
that's it. Well, we're nutting it out as we go, but we
Okay.
It
Seems like it's
randomly
open to abuse. Like
Well, it
we'll
is.
just pick our favourites.
Well-
Mom, Dad, you won.
Yeah.
Can I borrow?
But what we're going to try to employ here is just common decency that the world sort of needs a little bit more of, and we're going to use the escape pods to as a medium to to pay it forward, to present the word with this good, decent honesty. We'll randomly select 2 listeners.
So let the listeners know what does a $10 get us? What value of cash prize?
Potentially $250,000.
Oh,
Wow.
well, look, you got to
So-
be in it to win. All you got to do is write chop out.
Chop me out.
Chop me out.
I reckon there's
It's too hard.
So the rules is basically get your name in, and then we'll scratch the scratchy, and if we win anything, we're going to go thirds. We're going to divvy it up. We're going
Yeah.
to chop you out. You and a good friend,
Yeah.
or you and another listener, and us, of course, because we've got a Christmas party to pay for, which
We do have that, yeah, we
Yeah.
do. And
So-
a 100th episode to cater.
that's right, exactly, which is going to have fine nibblies, so get in amongst it.
That's right.
So this scratchy's going to be scratched between now and the next episode, I believe.
Yep,
And
okay.
then if you get your name in, chop me out, you're going to be in the running to win whatever we potentially win.
Yeah, and that's all you got to do. We just want to know that you're there,
Yeah.
give you a bit of incentive.
That's right. And we're going to keep doing it. So get your names in, and then you can always be in the running. All you got to do is chop me out once, and you can be in the running weekly from then on.
I think
how
you're
the
all-
clickers come into this.
You're
One
also
of the
more
click-
likely to
I told
win
ya.
if you
You
leave some witty type message. I would like to suggest
with the words chop me out.
Chop
and
me out.
in
Okay.
my clink. What was it?
One in the clink.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, send nudes.
Well, I love it, and I'll be entering. That's for sure. Because I want.
Fuck, I'll be in for that 250,000.
All right. So the other game is the clinker game. So you all get a clinker, right?
Yeah, get another clink.
Right.
Because they're fucking delicious, these things. I love them to death. I really do. I love any chocolate with some kind of centre. Like a gooey centre or
Everything
a caramel. You got your
fundamentally has a
All
center.
right.
You
now,
got your snack. You
All
got
right.
your snack flavour.
I'm
from
going
Cameron?
first. I'm going to bite into the clinker.
Is this like the new paper, scissors, rock?
Yeah, let's do that, yeah.
I believe that this clinker is a yellow clinker.
Your mind, clinker mind.
What is
Is
it?
that?
It's a green.
It's a green.
It's a green.
Okay.
So that's none for none.
All right,
Timmy
I'm
Tucker.
going to decide that my clink, one of the clink, is pink.
Oh, spicy. Oh, no, that's a fucking cucumber.
It's green. It's green. I'm out.
Well, I reckon this could be like a mono-coloured clinker bag.
No, I saw a pink before.
Okay.
And there's a yellow on the front.
I've had two yellows.
Well, I reckon
for
there's been two yellows, you
I've
say?
had a yellow, a pink.
There's been a high concentration of greens. I'm going to go one in the pink.
You're going to go pink again?
Yellow.
Yellow. Oh, man. That's
none for none. It's a
none for
hard
none.
game.
Do you want to... We want to clink your stink?
I'm going to clink it. You would think that I would go for the one that hasn't been chosen yet, but I'm going to say green.
Green it is.
Oh, I've done it.
We've got one
You've
out
done
of
And
four.
can we close out tonight with our fucking favourite cucumber chewing
video?
Oh, the chewing cucumber video. Please don't make me do any more audio edits. That's a fan favourite. Oh, man, I'm always choking on the...
I actually
on
think
the rage.
Yeah.
You would think that there'd be a 33.33 recurring chance of selecting either one of each colour, but I do think that they make more greens.
They do make more greens.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the green is a leftover byproduct from the mint wheels.
Okay.
That the Cadbury sell. What's that? The
Yep.
choc mint. The
Not thinking about a wagon wheel, are you? That's not mint.
what did our grandmother used to always give
Spearmint
us?
Rhino.
A spearmint.
Oh, no, that's a strip club.
Peppermint crisp.
Peppermint crisp. We got green leftover.
Yep.
Kind of faded off at the end there, but I eventually got there. Look, that's our show. We've all clinked out. So you've got your instructions, listeners. We want you to interact a bit. We
Still
wanna
haven't
know
heard
who's
from
there.
the Japanese listeners.
Hey,
that apparently
I don't
we
care
have.
if you interact or not. I just want to give. I'll get your names in because I have a good feeling about this.
Yeah, I got a good feeling about that too.
I had a good
It's
feeling that
$10
clinker was
card. We
green.
have to get at least $7 back.
You'd think. I had a good feeling that clinker was green, and I've got a good feeling about this solid gold scratchy. So
He's
get your
right
names in.
again.
There you go.
You just predicted that this clinker was green.
Yep. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I've got to say. Like, get your names in, and hopefully, party on.
Dan's
Party on, Wayne.
gonna throw up.
Yeah. We won't be here next week because I'm about to stab
Wretch.
both the hosts.
Yeah, he doesn't like a chomp in the old ear hole.
No.
But who does?
I don't, and I definitely will be back next week for
Okay, good.
Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pod. My name is Jezbot.
My name is Timmy Taco,
My name is Danoz.
My name's Sean Bateman Jaxx.
and we are the Three Amigos plus one. You guys
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. The Winners of Music. Enjoy your night. Bye. Love you.
Who are you? One pod left. And 3 of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pod is really nice. Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should look out. Goodbye.